Alright, today we're checking out the Duotts C-29, a 29-inch, 750-watt electric mountain bike that's got a lot going for it, but also some stuff you should definitely know before you buy one. First off, the manual. It's honestly pretty bad. It's one of those typical rushed translations where half the important info is either missing or super confusing. Definitely not something you want to rely on when you're putting a new bike together. Luckily, it's not too difficult. That said, the actual bike setup is kinda interesting. They've managed to squeeze a full 24-speed dual gear system on here. 3 up front, 8 in the back. And honestly, that's pretty impressive for a bike in this price range. You usually don't see that. Now, the fenders they include, look, the idea is nice, but the execution? Not so much. They're an absolute pain to mount, and honestly, they feel pretty flimsy. I wouldn't count on them lasting very long if you actually use this bike the way it's meant to be used. I am not sure what they were thinking, but they are by far the worst e-bike fenders I've ever seen. Fortunately, you can put better ones on yourself for pretty cheap. One weird thing, they give you a separate twist throttle in the box. Like, it's not pre-installed, you have to put it on yourself. I think this has to do with legalities here in Europe. Installing it was kind of a nightmare. The stock grip they put on is almost impossible to get off without basically destroying it. I had to heat it up just to pry it loose without wrecking the handlebar. But once you get it installed, the throttle actually works really well. It's limited to 25 kilometers per hour, but it's super smooth. The tires are 29-inch mountain bike tires, which look really good on a Chinese e-bike like this. But here's a little story. While pumping them up the first time, one of the tires slipped off the rim. I pushed it back, kept inflating, and boom, the thing exploded in my face. Duotts assured me this has never happened and that they will look into it. Their customer service sent me a new tire, so no big deal. Swapped in a new tire, it's been fine ever since. So yeah, probably just bad luck. Once you actually get out and ride it, the C-29 feels pretty solid. It's quick, the saddle's nice and comfy. Although, honestly, for a mountain bike, it feels a little too big and soft. You kinda slide off it when you're doing more aggressive riding. The motor gives you a good boost and the throttle is super fun to use. But one important thing, make sure you hear the click when you lock the battery in place. Otherwise, if you go wild off-road, the battery can literally fly out of the holder. Happened to me. Luckily, no major damage, but just a heads up. Now, there's no rear suspension. And honestly, for hardcore mountain biking, that's a bit of a bummer. I totally get that for this price it's hard to expect a full suspension setup, but man, it would have made a huge difference. You can probably even see it in some of the footage. Without a rear shock, the back end just slams. That said, for normal riding, the front fork is actually pretty comfortable. Nothing fancy, but it does the job very well. It's actually really nice and springy. So overall, the Duotts C-29 is a really fun bike for the price. It's powerful, it rides well, and it looks awesome with those big 29-inch wheels. But just keep in mind, you probably have to do a few upgrades if you really want to ride it hard. But for only $800, this thing is an absolute steal. Thanks for tuning in, and a big shout out to Duotts for letting me try out this bike. If you're interested in checking out the C-29, there's a link in the description below. Until next time, make sure to ride far, ride fast, and ride forward. Cheers.